This is a video about love, passion, and relationships. My great-grandfather eloped with my great-grandmother to Malaya from China and settled down in Cakun, Kedah. They ran coffee shops together and were blessed with 3 children, 2 boys and a girl, which is my grandmother. Grandma was sent to her future husband's house at the age of 9 to work with the family, but she ran away and was adopted by a penghulu in Sungai Petani, Kedah. At the age of 11, she converted to Islam, and at the age of 15, she started working as a policewoman. She actually fought the communists during the pre-independence period, which is pretty cool. Grandma got married with my grandfather, who was also a police. He migrated from Petani, Thailand, and so my dad was born. Dad grew up in Kota Baru, Kelantan. He moved to Bukit Mertajam in Penang when he was 6. He had his early education in Sekolah Rendah Kampung Baru Bukit Mertajam and continued in Bukit Mertajam High School. He was then offered to continue his studies in University Technology Malaysia Kuala Lumpur. He is now a successful civil engineer, a project director of UN Builders. My great-grandfather migrated from Sumatra, Indonesia, while my great-grandmother migrated from Kalimantan, and they both settled down in Perak. Great-grandfather worked as a rubber trader and a religious teacher, while my great-grandmother was a rubber tender and she ran a coffee shop too. They had 9 children and they were all sent to missionary schools. However, my grandmother requested to quit school just so she can take care of her siblings. My grandmother got married to my grandfather through arranged marriage. My grandfather migrated from Kalimantan as well. Back then, he had a small rice mill and worked as a petty wholesaler. He also owned a small sundry shop. They were blessed with 5 children. My mom is the eldest. They were all sent to missionary schools. My mom then went to Sekolah Tun Fatimah and eventually continued her studies in California State University, Long Beach. She used to work as a lecturer, now she's doing a part-time job as a project management consultant. I have 6 siblings, including myself. My older brother is self-employed, while my sister is now studying PR marketing in Taylor's and doing her final year. I have 3 little sisters, well not that little, but yeah, my sister Kisima is still studying in high school, while the other 2 are studying in primary school. My siblings can be annoying sometimes, but hey, that's what siblings are for, right? We annoy each other because we love each other. Like any other Malay families, our culture includes Cukur Jambul, which is a ritual for newborn babies. It is basically the baby's very first haircut. We would invite all of our relatives to come and renew bonds and welcome the new baby. Dad's family makes ketupat palas every raya and of course rendang. Since Dad has Chinese relatives, we also celebrate Chinese New Year's with them. Growing up, my grandmother frequently cooked gulai, ikan sungai, and udang galah since their house is near a river. She would cook it with some lapat nasi, and during raya it's a must for us to cook lapat nasi, rendang, and gayam. The present is pretty much happening now. Though it has been a tough journey for me, uni life is really fun. Meeting new friends and people, new experiences like driving and hitting someone's car because you're really bad at driving. Anyways, uni life has been treating me surprisingly well. I'm not really an extrovert person, so I don't really like meeting friends. Most of the time, I would just sit alone because I like it that way. But it's fun sometimes to hang out with retards who understand you. Here are some people that I love hanging out with. Everyone wants to be successful in the future. Your goal is probably to become a famous architect and get rich and blah blah blah. But for me, I think it's enough to have a decent job, as long as I can make my family and the ones I love happy. Though I do think it's nice to get rich and just buy a big house for your parents and donate money and build animal shelter or something. But I don't want to get stressed in the future and then just die. No. I don't want to have sleepless, sad, and unmotivated nights. If I want to have sleepless night, it would be the night that I would stay up just because I had ideas floating in my mind, and I would just catch or maybe drive all night and listen to good music. So where do I see myself in 10 years from now? Here's what I see. I see myself waking up in the morning, in a studio apartment, somewhere in the US, drinking coffee, and then make some breakfast, some pancakes and omelets, feed my cat, and then I would take my bag and go out for work. And then I get home, take a nap, and then at night, I would just go out and take my camera and just hang out with my friends, take pictures of them, take pictures of my friends laughing while talking about their bad day at work, take pictures of them at the parking lot, call my parents and tell them how much I've missed them. And the next morning, I'll just pack my bag and leave, take a train to somewhere and just be thankful for everything.